If somebody was to ask me, how did I grow my relationship with God? The thing that I've learned, and I think the very true foundation of how I learned to really get close to God, is being still. It's getting into a still environment, into a quiet, still environment. And I'm not just talking about noise, I'm talking about like noise that you can hear with your ears, and like on an everyday basis, like there's music playing in the background of this, this video, that's noise, right? But I'm talking about the noise of life. I'm talking about the noise of what's stressing you out, the noise of frustration, the noise of drama, the noise of not having enough money, the noise of whatever the case may be. That noise will drown out his voice, because now you're putting your worries and worldly things above God when God is literally on the inside of you. This is not something that we're seeking on the outside. So if you're going outside of yourself to get joy, to get peace, to get to feel rich, to feel wealthy, to be happy, you're going the wrong way already. So my number one thing I had to learn was to be still, to be in a place, to get myself to a place mentally where I could enjoy just the moment of breathing, of just looking at my hands and saying, wow, I can see, or I have hands, or I'm living, I'm breathing, I'm here. And we're so caught up in the next thing and what we want to get to and the destination, when we miss out in the journey. We miss out in in between. Y'all know me, I can go on a rant. Anybody who know me know I can talk, okay? So be still and quiet everything that surrounds you the best way you can. 2 would be to really realize and understand that God is on the inside of you. He's a spirit. The word says that he is not a man that he shall lie. He's so far above being human. He's so much more than being human. And I know some people say, why do we give him, such a personified pronoun? And God gave me revelation. He said, just listen to he. Ooh. That is breath. God is the very breath that you breathe. Oh, God. When he breathed into man, it's the very breath he breathed into Adam. And Adam had life. So when we say he, we're referring to life. There's something even in your breathing. When you are stressed out or frustrated, what do people tell you to do? Take a deep breath. Breathe. There's something about this air that you breathe, that we breathe. This miraculous event that happens every millisecond of our lives. We are literally breathing right now. Like just this really, I don't know. It's just so beautiful to me. Just being in a state of stillness and understanding what this breath is. How am I breathing? How is my blood pumping? How is my body doing functions? How am I thinking right now? Like, how do I even know my name? It just is that simple that we overlook a lot. So I think that, just going back to saying that, like, not being able to hear his voice, God is always speaking. He's speaking to you all the time. We're just so disconnected from ourselves. We're disconnected from what's on the inside. that we're so worried about the hustle and bustle that we cannot, we're not trained to hear his voice. We're not even in a place to receive him speaking if he was to say something. This is God speaking right now. We have to be receptive. Bask in the realization that there are things being done. Like, we try to figure out things and how to do things so much that we forget that there's already things being done. Every time you open your eyes, something happened. Every time you breathe, every time you take a breath, something happened. God is what happened. Ooh, Jesus. God is what happened. So number 2 would be realizing that, and really taking your time to realize that something greater is happening. And it's on the inside of you. 3, prayer. Prayer is really important because when you pray, it's just communication with God. It's just communication to what's on the inside. When you praying, you're literally praying by yourself, but God hears you. Can you imagine just being in your car by yourself and you pray about something, and then you see this video that confirms what you just prayed about, or something happens that confirmed what you just prayed about, and you like, how did that? It's because God was there. It's because he's on the inside of you. He's around you. He's there. He's here right now. And it's such a beautiful feeling to be in his presence. God gave you purpose and to live this life on earth, to share what's on the inside of you. He wants his glory and his spirit. His spirit is going to be in this video. That's why it's going to reach everybody that needs to be reached by it. His spirit is in the art that you create. His spirit is in the music that you create. If you were called to do that thing, his spirit is going to be in it. And he's trying to get his spirit out into the earth as much as possible. And he used you to be a barrier. He used you to be a vessel of that spirit getting across and moving on the earth. It's on the inside. So number 3, will be prayer. I'm probably going to get on tangent a lot, guys, but I'm just letting the spirit flow. I'm just letting it happen. Prayer is just communication with God. Prayer is just communication with this beautiful spirit that's so much greater than I and all of you and just us. But at the same time, it's on the inside of us. And when you pray, you have access to that. Just because you don't see something physical don't mean he ain't there. It's access. Prayer is access. Every time we go through spiritual warfare and we have doubt and we have fear and we're going through stuff that's just weighing on us, and all these physical worldly things is just weighing on us, the biggest question is, how much are you praying? Are you praying? Are you talking to God? The reason why the devil's voice and the world's noise is so much louder than God is because you're not talking to him. It's because you're not taking that time to talk to him. To just go to God and be like, this is what I'm feeling right now. This is what's going on. Instead of just asking him for money and the car and all that. No, do you actually really talk to him? The more intimacy you get with somebody, you're going to know them. The more you talk to a person, you're going to know them. You're going to get to know them. It's just like any other relationship. I started praying more. I started growing that relationship with communication, with speaking to God and talking to him. And not just talking to him, but actually listening after I pray. I think we get so caught up in like just praying and asking for stuff, and then we move and then be like, well, God didn't answer my prayer. No, did you listen? Are you listening to God? We want God to listen to us so much, but are we listening to him? The Holy Spirit is just memory. It's to help you remember and know the truth, to be intimate with the truth. If you're not praying, you're not going to get to know God. You're not going to get to know his voice. So praying is number 3. Number 4, reading his word. Reading his word. When you read the Bible, it's like it goes hand in hand. Because sometimes when I'm reading the Bible, it's like I will hear his voice through what he's saying. But then sometimes when I'm praying, I will hear a verse from the word. So it kind of goes hand in hand. To me, it's like when you read the word, it's making what you heard a little bit more tangible. A little bit more of you can see it on paper. But then when it happens in real life, you're like, okay, like this is crazy. There's 3, thank you, Holy Spirit. There's 3 parts to communication with God. Number 1 is hearing. Hearing his voice. The second part is seeing his voice in the word, reading the Bible. And 3, experiencing his voice, the word in your life, manifestation. Number 5, I would just say be grateful. I think gratitude, man, was huge for me. When I just started trying to find things to be grateful for, it grew my love for God. It grew my love for God, for just who he are, just for waking me up, just for talking to me, just for being God. It grew my love for God. It grew my love for Jesus. Gratitude changes your attitude, and it also changes your altitude. How high spirited are you? Are you on a low vibration or are you on a high vibration? High vibrations looks like being grateful, love, laughing, having joy, being in joy, having peace, excitement. We need to start waking up and being excited for life again. Some of us watching this now are probably going through a season where we get up and we're not even excited no more because it's like, oh, here we go again, or I don't have my money yet, or I don't have my job yet, or whatever. Just another day. And even right now, God is saying you cannot take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. And that's what I learned. A lot of things that I took for granted, I started to put myself and keep myself, try my hardest to, at least, to keep myself in a posture of just being grateful. Being grateful for everything. And somewhere in those keys, 1 through 5, faith plays a part in every single one of those. You have to have faith to please God. You have to have faith. This relationship is going to take faith because you're trying to build a relationship with something you can't see. So faith is like believing. Faith is believing in something you can't see. Faith is, faith come by hearing anyway. So we don't walk by sight, we walk by faith. So it's not going to be something you see. It's not gonna be something you see all the time. And we get so caught up in what we see and not what we're hearing or feeling. And God is just like, I'm right here. I'm right here. Come to me. Like, go within yourself. Love. Be at peace. Be healed. Relax. That's what I would tell somebody if they ask me, how did I grow my relationship with God? Or how do I get closer to God? Or how do I hear his voice? Or how do I find my purpose? How do I do this? How? I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling anxious. I don't know which way to turn. I don't know where to go. I have so much of a burden on my shoulders. I'm so heavy. That's what I would tell people. So, that being said, if you feel like this video is for you and you want to learn how to hear God, how to walk with God, how to pray to God, how to just get closer to him. Sometimes we just need a little push, a little help, a little guidance. These products that I made are meant to be used as guides. It's just something that, you know, I do myself, that I've done myself. So pretty much everything that I say in this video, but in PDF form. If you guys are interested in those, the link for those will be in the description of this video. Share this video with everybody who God puts on your heart. Save this video to your playlist just in case you need to come back to it. If you are new to the channel, turn on your post notifications so you can know when I post. Subscribe. I would love if you subscribe if you're new. Hey. This channel is really just about, it's God. It's all God. It's all God's channel. It's his channel. This is his house online. But yeah, so go check those out. And I know God is going to do something special. And he loves you. I'll see y'all in the next one. God bless you. Yeah.